Hi everyone, this is my orange spot shrimp. It's part of a family of 3 hotspot shrimps that I use for grayling. The other 2 being the red spot shrimp and the pink spot shrimp. This is a weighted shrimp, so I'm just going to add a couple of layers of sticky backed foil. So I've taken a 1mm strip of the foil, started just on the bend of the hook, and now I'm winding up towards the eye in touching turns, and I'll stop this a couple of millimeters short of the eye. That just gives me room to build the head when it comes to finishing the fly. Now I'm going to take a second layer, and just to help me with the tapering of the body when I come to build the fly, I've started that a couple of wraps up from where the first layer started, and I'll wind that up in touch and turns. And again, to help with the tapering of the body, I'll stop that a couple of wraps short of where the first layer finished. Now we've got the weight, I'll attach the thread so we can begin to build the fly. So I've just taken that down in open turns and then back up in open turns. Now it's attached, I'll cut away that waste. And now we're going to bring the thread back down the hook shank, and we'll stop there, and I'm just going to tilt the hook in the vise and then take the thread round onto the bend of the hook, and now we can attach the monofilament to form the rib of the fly, or the segmentation on the body of the shrimp when we come to finish it. So I've just got some 4-pound monofilament, and I'll tie that in at that point. And now I'm going to take some Flexibody, and I'm going to cut, it's clear Flexibody, and I'll cut about a 4mm strip and taper one end, or cut it to a point. Now I'll use that tapered end and attach that to the hook. This is the shellback of the shrimp when we come to finish it at the end. And now we can start to build the body. I'm using a mix, my own mix of Hare's mask, Hare's ear, and pearl eye stub for the dubbing on this. So we'll just twist some dubbing onto the thread, and what I want to do then is wind it back up the hook shank and form a tapered body. And this tapered body is going to get thicker as we get towards the middle of the fly, and then taper off again as we get towards the head of the fly. So I'll wind it on now. Straighten that hook up in the vise. And I'm going to take this up to approximately halfway on the body. So we'll just add a little bit more dubbing. That's it, that's about halfway, and now we're ready for the hot spot. I'll just stroke those fibres back. The orange hot spot on this is Glo-Brite floss number 7. So I'm just going to cut a length off and fasten it in. And now we'll wind that floss on to create a hot spot. I want this hot spot to be visible, so do quite a few turns and make a little bulb or ball of floss in that area. I don't know if you can see I'm twisting that floss slightly as I wind it on. This is multi-filament material, and sometimes the filaments will open up, so if it does, just give it a little turn, a little twist as you wind. So that's sufficient. Tied that off, and now we're going to take the Hare's mask and pearl eye stub mix and start to dub the fly again, or add the dub into the fly. That's it. And now we're going to work towards the eye and just tape that off slightly as we go to the eye, or go towards the eye. That's it. I'll stroke the fibres back out the way and just form a little base for the head area. Now we're going to take the Shellback and take it over the top of the body towards the eye and fasten it off at that point. Now at this point I'm going to do a whip finish to fasten this, just to secure the Shellback. I've found over the years, to my cost sometimes, that if I don't do this, when I'm tying the ribbing, sometimes the thread can slip off. So I'll just do a little whip finish there just to secure everything. And because I've done that, I can then snip away that unwanted length of Flexibody or Shellback. That's it. Now we're going to take the 4-pound monofilament and just wind up the fly in relatively even open turns, and just as I do it each time there, I'll just put a little bit of pressure on so it digs in a little bit and just makes that segmentation a little bit more pronounced. I'll take one behind the hot spot, one in front of the hot spot, and then continue towards the eye. That's it. Now I can tie that off, secure the monofilament rib and snip it away. Just build that head up a little bit, and I can do a whip finish and remove the tie-in thread. Now I've done that, I just want to take a little wire brush and pick out the dubbing underneath the hook to give the impression of the legs of the shrimp. I'm just using this little tool. These are handy little tools. It's actually I think it's a brush for cleaning the barrel of a 2.2 rifle, and they're ideal for picking out dubbing. You can get under the hook, you can roll the brush like I'm doing now, you can roll it on the dubbing to pick it out, and you can just work away at that until I've picked enough out and I'm happy with it. So I'll just snip out one or two stray fibres, varnish the head, and that is my orange spot shrimp. I'll just turn the vise so I can varnish the other side. There we go. So that's the head varnished or sealed, and the orange spot shrimp finished. I'll just zoom in, give it a little twist in the vise so you can get a good look at it. And as I said at the start, this is one of a family of 3 hot spots shrimps that I use. The others being the pink spot shrimp that you can see now, and the red spot shrimp. All very effective for me on occasions. So if you do decide to try them, I hope they work as well for you as they have for me.